shoot, we already got people online. Everybody hear me? Welcome back to another. I'm not sure if this is picking me up or not. Someone give me some confirmation. What's up? Is the boy. Can you hear me? Do you know what? I think why do I feel like the audio is set to something? Hang on. Oh, you can hear me? Cool. I was having a little panic there. That's awesome. Have you got your spin bike set up, or are you gonna do something else? Logan, I don't know. I kind of prefer outdoor cycling more than spin bike cycling. I used to cycle a lot as a kid, so I guess you could say so. Though I'm doing a lot of running at the minute, which is a great way to burn a lot of calories if that's what you're looking for. Awesome. Nice to hear that, Francis. 35 quid, exactly. See how cheap you can get a spin bike for. Doesn't even have to be expensive. Doesn't have to be a hassle. My man got one for £35, and now he's joining us, which is kind of exactly what I wanted to happen. Let's just bust this out together. Thank you, is the boy. It was a tough work. But the stuff I've been doing and the stuff I've got coming is even harder. Yeah, 45 minutes and your ass is definitely going to start hurting. Doesn't matter what kind of cushioning you've got, really, to be honest. That amount of time, backside is going to be uncomfortable. I just take breaks often. I always need to go to the toilet. I don't know how I managed this 2 hours before without needing to go to the toilet. Nice. Well done, brother. Fair warning to all. Kids are upstairs sleeping again, so if you do see me dash off, it's because one of them's crying and I've gone to see what's going on. Yeah, this one, mate, literally sits over there by the radiator. Got to admit, the missus absolutely hates it, but it's got to stay. Or yeah, get a foldable one. I've never seen them, but I imagine that they exist. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would try Facebook Marketplace. First place I would try. There's always loads of exercise equipment going for cheap on there. And also, I guess we may as well jump straight into this, because for those of you that were here in the last live stream, or I maybe even commented or replied back to some of your messages, I was in the process of setting up a Discord server to basically have people come together, have a support group, have someone to help hold yourself accountable, ask for advice, whatever. And that's essentially why I've set up this server. And I will put it in the link in the description. So feel free to join. Yeah, that's cool, man. What do you use your Discord on? Do you use it on your phone or do you use it on the computer? Oh. Nice. First Discord member. Yeah, awesome. Let's share our setups on Discord. Show what people are working with at home. Yeah, the Discord is in the description. I'll put it in here as well if you want to try and join like that. Should be in the description. Just added it. Very first link in the description. Should say Discord and then the link. My camera cut out on the last stream, if you remember, about the 2-hour mark, and I realised that it was just because the battery died. So, got to keep it under 2 hours today, I'm afraid. I'm also in the process of editing the latest video. Just finished recording 2 days ago. 2 days ago? Might even been longer than that. No, I think I finished on Tuesday recording. So definitely longer. And I've probably got another day or two worth of editing. I'm essentially all there. It's just finishing off the all the sound and everything. You can hear Discord going in the background. That's awesome. I see everyone joining Discord, so thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Hopefully we're going to create a very positive, very helpful community there. Because, I mean, believe it or not, I don't have anyone to talk about these sort of things with. I don't have a friend group that is into any of this. And sometimes you just want to speak to someone that you don't know. Hi, Barry. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Roles and stuff. You mean in the Discord? Discord, honestly, Discord is not new to me, but I'm in no way an expert. So bear with me while I learn. It's my first server. I've used it for just learning different kind of YouTube things in the past. And I'm also joined a couple of YouTubers' Discord servers. So I see the benefit. I've seen how they can work and help people massively because they've helped me. I need to complete a few more steps. What steps is it asking for, mate? Everyone, well, not everyone else, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people that have joined so far. You can tell me what steps you need to complete. I know there's like some kind of minimum verification you need to do. Exactly, Logan. Encourage people to progress, help support other people, ask questions, and see other people succeed as well. Because, you know, it's one thing seeing me succeed, but I've had plenty of people message on the videos saying that, you know, they've lost a ton of weight. So that's amazing for me to hear. And I would love to see that progress and have those people show what they've done, talk about how they've done it. And, you know, maybe we'll see some massive, massive progress over the weeks and months and years of people. That would be awesome. Nice. Thank you, Logan. Good luck, brother. See you around the Discord. Shizuki Streams, what's going on, bro? Yeah. The terms. I guess you mean like the server rules. Oh, mate, trust me, I've struggled on other servers with those. I had no idea what I needed to do to accept the rules. Anyone that does struggle, I think you just need to, I can't even remember what you need to do. You have to like the rules or something, and that is basically you agreeing to the terms. Did it show that you joined? I mean, it depends what your name is on Discord, is the boy, because I don't see an is the boy online. I see Shizuki joined straight away. Nice one. My name is Summer, and don't know, I can't even pronounce that. Yeah, it shows you there. Yeah, you're there. It says you're offline, but you're there. Oh, I forgot to put my workout on my watch. Yeah, absolutely. I'll work on it. Sort all that sort of stuff out. I'm very much learning the Discord server game. Changing my name to Discord name, but I am Barry, by the way. All right, cool. Thank you, Barry. Yeah, absolutely, bro. That sounds good. Thank you, Shizuki. You seem like a real one. If you swim 2-3 hours. Swimming, right? Let me tell you, swimming is another level of cardio. When I did the sort of Navy SEAL enlistment requirement video, I swam, I think, twice a week for 4 weeks, and mate, it just uses everything. You feel that all here. You feel it in your legs, your arms. It's I love swimming personally. It's just I don't have a gym membership, and it's too bloody expensive for me, so I don't do it that often. And also, I couldn't film if I wanted to. I was kind of a bit sketchy with the filming that I did with that. But if you can swim for 2-3 hours, then jeez, you're going to be losing all kinds of weight, as long as your diet's on point. Nice one, Shizuki. What motivated you to work out and lose weight? Honestly, I think that's Barry, isn't it? Yeah. Honestly, Barry, it was my kids, really. I could just see myself going downhill very quickly. And at the start of the year, I was having problems with a hernia. I was overweight, feeling like crap. And I was just like, this needs to change. I didn't want to be that father that couldn't move and was just going to be overweight. So it was mostly the kids. I started the running 30 minutes for 30 days, which was a massive. I didn't really start a diet then when I did the 30 minutes for 30 days running. I was still kind of eating what I wanted, but it primed my body to be able to take a beating, basically. I was then able to sort of transition into the weight loss a bit more easier, just because I'd built a decent foundation. of not just using this, because this is one thing, but being able to switch up the cardio, do all kinds of different things with kettlebells and whatnot. It's good to have that variation. Just trying to get some things set up first. I'll make some purchases here and there, but right now I'm just kind of doing some yoga. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yoga's pretty important as well, to be fair, in terms of like stretching and stuff. That's one thing I haven't been doing a lot of, but would possibly do a video in the future of some kind of stretching thing. I don't know. Depends how interested I could make it. But yeah, is the boy. You're in the Discord now, so we're all going to be holding you accountable. If you're saying you're going to start, you better start. Greetings from Amsterdam. Welcome, brother. Greetings. I have newfound respect for this cardio. Never thought anything other than running was real cardio, but biking and swimming and walking are legit. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a load of videos, to be honest, even on walking and how good it is at fat loss. Because I guess basically you're in that real low zone of just fat burning, really. Obviously, if you walk far enough and do a quick walk, not like a real slow stroll, but a quick walk is a great way to burn fat, believe it or not. Hear the Discord going off. I don't want to keep switching though, so I'm going to hold off on going on the Discord. But thank you guys for joining. I could also help myself. People are joining. Madness. I know, right? Well, I don't know. I don't know how popular it's going to be. I don't know how far this YouTube game will take me. But thank you all for being some of the first people around to support me. That's massive. Yeah, Shizuki, mate, trust me when I say this. There is no one that understands you more than me when it comes to you love eating. I love eating. Do you know what annoys me more than anything? Is when I see overweight people that don't love food. That makes me upset. That makes me real upset. How can you be overweight and not love food? I love food. Hence why I got so overweight. I can eat all of it. I dream about food. Even now, my Instagram is just filled with recipes and I'm just like drooling all over it. Although my diet at the minute is not so strict as when I was doing the 30 days. But that's because I've been putting out way more effort, believe it or not. Yeah, diet is the one. Diet is probably the one for most people. It's the hardest thing. The hardest thing. Best thing is fasting. Absolutely, that can help massively with fasting. Good night, Cross Camp. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. What's better, fish or chicken? In terms of what? What do you mean? Like what's better, sort of macro wise, or is that like what's my preference? My preference is probably chicken, to be fair. And I guess it also kind of depends on what kind of fish you're eating. But the macros for my fish and chicken meals were in the video. if you want to peruse over those macros and decide for yourself which is better. You have a cheat meal or snack? Now, yes, Logan, cheat meal and snack, I do. During the Goggins video, there was no cheat meals, no snacks. It was no processed sugar, no rice, no wheat, no starches, no potatoes, rice, all that. It was just, I'd only snack on fruit. And even then, at one point, it became a problem with how much fruit I was eating, because I could see that I was consuming too many calories from fruit. So I had to even cut the fruit down. But depending on where you're starting at, if you're well, like kind of in the same place I was, for a good few weeks, you can not worry too much about how much fruit you're eating. If you're trying to lose weight with the fish or chicken, I think both are equally as good. Again, it's good to switch it up. Yeah, Barry, the ironing board is legitimately what I use if I'm working from home, because I tried to do it like this, but as you can see, kind of hunched over, and it's very uncomfortable with this setup. It's great for this because it's minimum effort and it kind of works. But if you've got the ironing board, there's a stool here, and I just have another chair, and that way I can sort of sit with a straight back and just do like this and type. So the laptop's here rather than being all the way down here. When it's here as well, it's also uncomfortable here. There's a fly flying around. It's very annoying. Francis joined the Discord. Nice one. Shizuki said, do you think I should get like an additional weight vest or something? Well, Shizuki, I can't remember if we spoke about this before, but you kind of read my mind, brother. So the video that I'm editing now is essentially that. It's not exactly a weighted vest, but you see this dark shadowy thing over here. So this is what I wore for the last week running. I'll tell you now, you basically get in the next video, or the premise for the next video. So every day I ran with that, and let me tell you, it is hard. Obviously, depending on how much weight you put in, maybe I'll save the weight for the video, but it's bloody heavy. And I would say that it's more effort, so it should be more calories burnt, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a better way to do cardio. And also, if you're in a big calorie deficit, having that much effort may be dangerous, just in terms of like injuring yourself if you're feeling very weak. It depends how strong you are really and how much weight you put in. But a little bit of weight definitely wouldn't help. But that's a bloody lot of weight in there. Francis, yeah, fasting is easy for me from religion, but trying to get 15k-ish steps. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of, I guess, Muslim, as far as I'm aware, is the religion that fasts. I'm not sure if there's any others, but I know people do fast for religious reasons, and I just see it as, why not just do it every day? It's very, very easy once you get into it. It's hard to get into it if you're new to it, especially, but once you're into it, it's It's nothing. Chat's going off today. I can't even keep up. 15K steps. I guess where are you? Look at your day, really. You know, it's obviously harder with family and stuff, but depending on what you do for work, depending on if you have a family, just try and walk everywhere. Get your walk in at lunch. I run at lunch, so obviously that adds up. And try and take your families on walks as well, if you do have a family. If not, mate, you just should be just walking for the sake of it. Or get a standing desk. Or a 35 quid spin bike. Or what's that, Francis? I've got the 35 quid spin bike. I know exactly, Shizuki. There is overweight people that don't love food, and I don't know how it works either, and that's why it annoys me. Just cooking up depressing food, pale bacon and undercooked chicken. Yeah, I guess, Francis, it's all a matter of calories in versus calories out. You could eat fast food and still lose fat, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're the healthiest. I don't know if you're aware of the Hodge twins. So they had a channel where they would literally go around and set up in go to the drive-throughs of fast food restaurants, and even though they were cutting, they would still eat fast food and just show that it was possible. Because it is, at the end of the day, just about calories in versus calories out. It can be easy to eat that way, but it's also kind of, you got to take out the sauce, you got to take out this. You might leave a bit of bread, you might not eat the chips or fries, whatever you want to call them. Shizuki, sorry. I've always exercised, but I love food. I'm not picky at all. I just love any food. Yeah, I mean, that's the same. It's literally the same. You're in the same boat as me. I've always exercised. I'm not particularly picky, as long as it tastes nice. He's struggling to diet properly. Yeah, you got to get to it, but, you know, I failed God knows how many times before I actually succeeded. Yeah, it's the boy. Exactly the problem I had. I would just eat when I was bored. And that's where this came into play, this spin bike. Because I found that if I started thinking about food, because the spin bike's at home, I could just jump on it and do this rather than getting food. Or, you know, depending on what time of the day it is, go for a run. But again, fasting is also can help with that, because, you know, you just know to a certain point. Like, I know tomorrow I'm not going to eat until at least 4 o'clock. And that's after I've rode to work. It's after I've gone for a run. Actually, I'm not even riding to work at the minute. I'm running to work. So after I've run to work, ran at lunch, ran back home, and then I'll eat. And that'll be about 4 o'clock. Although, to be honest, I don't think that's the best strategy. I think I should probably eat if I'm running that much. It's definitely not sustainable. I actually need to figure something out for my next video. Yeah, I feel like in the first week it's probably just a lot of excess crap that was inside of me. Loads of bloating, loads of just crap that was in my body that just hadn't had time to process, hadn't had time to just exit me. And fasting helps with that, obviously, and yeah, just a very strict diet helped with that as well. John, when I was doing the Goggins video, so the 30 days I was doing the Goggins video, I did this every single night, at least 1 hour, sometimes 3 hours. It depended on how much time I had and how, I guess, I don't know. Sometimes I only could do an hour. Other times I would go for 3 hours. But that's just because also I was doing kettlebell work. So that's really why I had an hour sometimes. Yeah, tuna's a great option, Shizuki. The only problem I found is that when I'm eating bread, it's just harder for me to lose fat, which is why I didn't eat any bread for the 30 days. Were you motivated doing the Goggins challenge, or do you have to be very disciplined? I guess Sparks, I don't know how to answer that. Was I motivated or just disciplined? I guess at first I was motivated, and then it just became pure discipline because it wasn't enjoyable those 30 days. I was tired, aching. I had massive mood swings. I struggled like hell. So it just became about discipline, to be honest. It was exactly like what fasting is or what brushing your teeth is. It just became a routine, and I knew what I had to do when I needed to do it. And if I ever had a thought of food, I would kind of almost punish myself by doing more exercise, or if I really couldn't get over it, I would just have some fruit. Making sure that I'm not missing any chats. Sorry, guys. Are you Christian, Francis? Okay, fair enough. Yes, so fasting can definitely be hard when you socialize. And for those 30 days, I didn't see anyone. Other than my family, we didn't go anywhere, we didn't eat out, we didn't go to anyone's house. It was all work all the time. Because if you go somewhere and you tell someone you're fasting, they look at you sideways, and yeah, it's just easier to not. Although now, obviously, I do. I still fast now, and yeah, like I've gone to people's houses before, and they've ordered a curry, and I bought a steak from Tesco and cooked it myself while they ate a curry. That wasn't during the 30 days, but just to give you an example of, and that can be awkward. That can be very awkward when you say, "Oh, I'm going to go get a steak. You guys have a curry." Yeah, I find weekends are a great way or a great time to fast. I think I said previously in the last live stream that on a Friday, if you can have your last meal at midday on a Friday and then not eat until Saturday midday, that's a 24-hour fast you've got under your belt. And it can be easier than you think, to be honest, simply because you go home on a Friday and it's a weekend, whether you go out or not, it's up to you, but you can go play the computer, go, I don't know, if you really want to have a Diet Coke. And then, yeah, if you have a lay-in on a Saturday morning, by the time you wake up at 12, or whether you wake up at 10 or 11 or whatever, I'm an early riser, but if you do manage to sleep in a 12 o'clock fast, a midday fast, shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, it was Francis with the bike. I thought it was, mate. A calorie is a calorie. How you eat really affects how you feel. Exactly, Shizuki. Would you ever bulk out to lose weight again? Or do you plan on staying fit forever? As in, like, do another video where I gain weight. This is Logan. Would I ever bulk out to lose weight again? I mean, not intentionally. Honestly, my plan is to try and be fit forever, like you say. I've got lots and lots of ideas and challenges wrote down and planned out. So it's not like I've got a lack of things to do. It's just about how clean I can be with my meals. Barry, did you eat any potatoes, rice, or pasta or bread? No, not for the 30 days I didn't. No pasta, no rice, no potatoes, no bread. No, nothing with sugar in other than fruit. 14. Yeah, people are weirded out by people working out and dieting. You should see the looks that I get when I go for a run at lunch at work. People look at me like I'm an alien. But honestly, I feel like it should be normal. People barely go out for a walk. People stay indoors all day, and that drives me crazy. I'm an outdoor person. I don't know how I ended up with an office job, honestly. Yeah, exactly. Eat less processed stuff. That's probably the key to longevity, at least. And that's my goal, is longevity. Nabsy's heading out. See you later, brother. Thank you for joining. Do I drink smoothies, Barry? No, never, mate. Although saying that, I did make the kids like a fruit blended ice cream thing the other day or the other week. So you could consider that a smoothie. I just hear with smoothies that it's not the best way to consume fruit because I think you lose all the fiber when you blend fruit, and the fiber is what helps you, I don't know, something to do with the sugar, isn't it? I'm no expert, but I think once you get rid of the fiber, the sugar just becomes like a normal sugary drink. You say crossing, Shizuki? Do you mean like where you have to pass passing cars? Yeah, like roads. Wow, when I run, I try and avoid the roads as much as possible. You've probably seen in my videos, there's a canal like right next to us, and I run all the way down that. I would say try and avoid roads as much as possible, just because people are so damn unpredictable. If I go for a run, there's two possibilities. I go on a path where there's near to no crossings, but it's uphill. That's good. Go for the uphill option. That's the harder option. That's what Goggins would say. Ram walk 2 miles. That's awesome. Well done, person. Yep, I read the chats, mate. That's really good. Really, really good. I'm super proud of you. If you haven't heard or seen in the live stream already, I've set up a Discord now. It sounds like you are on a journey, mate, and the Discord is for anyone that's on the journey. You'll have other people to chat with, ask questions with, support, hold accountable. So feel free to join the Discord. And maybe you'll fully run the 2 miles and then walk run 4 miles and then fully run the 4 miles, and so on and so forth. I get exhausted after like 1 or 2 miles, which isn't the best. Mate, honestly, when I started my first runs, if you go back and watch that video where I do the 30 minutes for 30 days, you might not be able to see it, but that canal is a 5-minute walk that way. So a walk, it's a run in like less than a minute. I could not make it to the top of my street without being out of breath. And when I got out of breath, I walked and then ran as soon as I felt like I could, And then every time I would just keep doing that. So then I would see the next lamppost and think, I just got to get to that lamppost. And then eventually one day, I don't know how, I just could keep running and running and running. 30 minutes every day. And you are golden. I think even just even not as a weight loss thing, 30 minutes of running every day can change your mindset and your how you feel physically and mentally massively. And don't get me wrong, I do not love running. I love what running has done for me, but almost every single day I go for a run, I'm sat there thinking, I do not want to go for this run. And as soon as I'm finished with that run, I'm so happy I went on it. What intensity? I aim for like a zone 2 intensity. Don't be like trying to race out there like Usain Bolt or something. You should be able to talk when you're running, but it'd be uncomfortable to talk, but you could continue talking if you wanted to. If you don't have like a heart rate monitor, or an Apple Watch or whatever, think, even if you're talking to yourself, talk. Is it uncomfortable to talk? Yeah. Can I continue to do this? Yes. Do I want to continue talking and running? No. You're probably in about the right zone. Exactly. Sparks. Welcome back, mate. You were in the last stream. I think I've seen you in here up until now. Good to see you. Get really burned out too physically. Yeah. Absolutely. I feel you there. Yeah, conservative pace. Before I was running into it was slower. And walking, I don't think that's a good thing. Yeah. You know what? I mean, a light jog can sometimes feel like you're probably going to get more of a pace than when you're walking. But a light jog is still better than a walk, to be honest. Your heart rate's still going to be working more. Even if you light jog next to someone that's walking, your heart rate will be higher than the person that's walking, even though you're going in the exact same pace. Just for the fact that you're probably just like lightly bouncing, you're just working more. Yeah, just walk, run as long as you can. And each time, try to do better than you did the last time. I can still remember it like as fresh as if it was this morning, thinking, I just need to get to that lamppost. I just need to get to that bush. I just need to get to that bridge. And like I said, one day it just happens. And now, this morning I went for a 10-mile run, and there's not a time where I feel like heart-wise or lung-wise that I need to stop. It's more, Jesus, my knees are hurting, or my feet hurt. Obviously, when you get to a hill, you're kind of thinking, Jesus. Thank you, Sparks. I have to run 2 miles. because I want to at least get 4 miles in. Yeah, 4 miles is, if you can get, see, when I go for a run at lunch, I get to about, I think I want to say it's 3.8 miles when I run at lunch. So 4 mile run in 30 minutes. You're going to be hauling ass if you're doing it for 30 minutes, because I think I do it in about 35, I want to say 32, 35 minutes, 3.8 miles when at lunch. But that's like a zone 2 run. So aim for like 3.5 miles in 30 minutes. That should be your target person. Yeah, I'm trying to build up the mileage with my runs for my next video, which I'm honestly uncomfortable about, and having lots of thoughts saying you're not going to be able to do it. You're setting the target too high. You're going to be too tired. You're going to be in pain. All kinds of thoughts are going through my head for the next one, seriously. What I do want to start doing is going for a morning bike, like most days of the week, going to the gym 4 times a week, and going for runs 3 times a week. But I've really got to start doing some cardio. Yeah. I mean, you probably get a lot of people in the gym saying that you don't need to do cardio to lose fat, and they're absolutely right. You don't need to do cardio to lose fat. If you've got your diet on point and you've got muscle, it's going to make it easier to lose fat. If you know what you're doing, you don't need cardio to lose fat. But I personally think cardio is, and I never used to think this, by the way, cardio is massive, even just for my mental health. My brain says don't run, don't go walk, be lazy. My body says otherwise. Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, once you're going for the longer runs, it's literally like you're on autopilot. I've been running sometimes, and I'm even today I was thinking, I'm not in control of my legs anymore. My legs are just moving, and I have no say in what they're doing. I'm just moving forward. My only job is to keep my breathing calm. You're just on a journey. Barry, have I regretted any of my choices? That is a deep question. I don't think so. Do you mean for the 30 days? Have I regretted any of my choices? I don't think so. Yeah, no point in any regretting anything. I think I did everything the way I needed to do it. To be honest, I don't think if I did it any other way that I wouldn't have had the same result. I wouldn't have been on the same journey. I wouldn't have had the same enlightenments. I'm super happy with everything I've done. It worked for me. The weight has stayed off. That's one of the questions a lot of people ask, especially in the comments to the videos. Has the weight stayed off? Yeah, it has. Even though I'm eating more, I mean, I'm exercising just as much in different kind of ways, but the weight has stayed off. And I'm aware of everything that I'm eating. But either way, I want to get good. I want to get more athletic as well as strong. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at Goggins, for a 50, I don't know exactly how old he is. I know he's in his 50s. Mate, that body is insane for a 50-year-old. I've seen a lot of 50-year-olds on Instagram lately that are just in phenomenal shape. And that's exactly where I want to be at 50. I just want to be in amazing shape. I don't want to have any problems bending over. I don't want to have any problems keeping up with grandchildren. Yeah, person. Exactly why I kind of started exercising is because I got a watch and I could see what kind of calories I was burning. So I started with kettlebells when I first got my watch back in I don't know, I think it was 2 years ago now. And it really was like an eye opener to how much I wasn't exercising, how much I wasn't doing anything. And then I've been on kind of a journey of up and down, in and out of exercising. And I think now I've really found a way that kind of resonates with me and makes me want to do it more. No, Barry, no stupid questions, mate. Absolutely no stupid questions. I would rather you ask a question if you think it, mate. Go ahead. Is he 48? I thought he was in his 50s. 10-year-old me would say you're crazy. I was lazy back then. Yeah, exactly. There's photos of me when I was a kid. I haven't been able to find it since. I don't know what I did with it. I must have found it once and got rid of it or something. I was in my grandparents' back garden and I was just this giant lump of lard. And I don't know how I got there. The thing is, with me, I don't know about any of you, but my mum, her love language was food. She fed me, she bought me food, and that was just how I grew up. And that's my love language now. I love making food for people. I think it's a great way to show people that you care. Barry, you heading out? All right, mate. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. Pure Night Edits. Hello, brother. Welcome. Dillard, welcome back, brother. Dillard, for those of you that may or may not remember, was the first person ever to do a super chat. Thank you for that. I'll forever remember you. Thank you for joining the Discord. I know we spoke about it. So, yeah, it's live. It's kicking. I can hear it going off in the background. I'm just trying to be present on the stream. And it sounds, I haven't checked. I mean, maybe it's an absolute war zone for all I know. I haven't checked for a minute. But it sounds like it's doing exactly what it should be doing, in that it's creating a community, like Dillard says, of people that are on a journey, want to better themselves, want to help other people. That's a massive part. Is if you're join because you want to help you and help others. You know, it's as much as reaching out when you need help as being there for someone else when they need help, whether you have the knowledge or not. Some people just need someone to talk to. I don't have anyone to talk to about any of this kind of exercise stuff. I mean, obviously I've got my partner, but to a point, she's not into exercise as much as I am. We did squash yesterday. My mum had the kids overnight, and we went for a sauna session, and we did squash for the first time, which was pretty fun, to be fair. So we do like to stay fit. It just gets hard when you got kids. Yeah, Pure Nights. It's crazy to see how much your channel has grown. I subbed when you first released your Goggins video. Thank you, brother. I know it's crazy how much it's grown. I appreciate you for being one of the first people that watched that video and subscribed, and everything you do, whether you interact or whatever, it helps the channel massively. It's obviously talks to the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, and spreads the word. So I appreciate you. Daniel, I subscribed to your channel some weeks ago, but never commented. Your content is gold. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I really do. I like waking early because my body winds down at like 9, and I get pretty sleepy around 10:15. Yeah. My body is now I used to love a lay-in, but now my body is just adjusted to waking up very early. Although I've not nailed down going to sleep very early yet. I mean, sometimes I've fell asleep at 8 o'clock with how exhausted I was, especially during the Goggins video. I was falling asleep some nights early because sometimes you just need it. Good night, Barry. Thank you for joining, bro. I was wondering, how much did you make from that day if you were toxic time? Shizuki, mate, I can't be saying all of that on here. I wasn't monetized when it first came out. I was probably monetized about halfway through. I made a couple of £100, but YouTube hasn't paid me any of it. I don't know how to get paid. I don't know how it works. Much more energized. Lad, well done, mate. When my buddy and I started this challenge at 2:53, as of today, I'm down to 2:38 and feeling much more energized. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why I want the Discord to be there. Because I want more stories like that of people losing weight, people feeling better, people sharing their successes. Well done, Dillard. You're the man. And it's awesome to see that you're still continuing. Do you think I'll lose 5 pounds before 26? It's a big day. That day for me. If I run 4 miles diet, you think I can? Before 26? How many days until the 26? I need to see it on the calendar visually. 26, 2 weeks. I mean, it's possible. Obviously, I did it in my video. It really depends on what you do, but it's definitely possible, mate. If I run 4 miles and diet, if you run 30 minutes a day and have a sensible diet, then I would say 5 pounds in 2 weeks is absolutely achievable. The biggest thing for me was cutting out the processed sugar. Someone said, I wish I could have a spin bike when I watch TV. Yeah, it's massive, mate. It does. It's a great way to not feel so lazy watching TV. Does it take up much space? Not really. It goes over there by the radiator over there. And although my partner doesn't love the idea of having the spin bike in the living room, it doesn't really take up that much space. And as I think Francis said, you can get folding spin bikes if you're really desperate on space. And would I recommend mine? I mean, I'm no expert on spin bikes. I got mine off of Facebook Marketplace. It is a Body Max spin bike. There is a link in the description if you want to take a look. Although I did notice when I clicked the link, it didn't take me to this exact bike, but I did find a similar and try and link it to an Amazon link so that you could see it. So hopefully it works for you. But it is, I think I put what it's called in the description. It's like a Body Max spin bike. And I would recommend it, yeah. The screen that told me how many calories and stuff I was burning did break though. But that was because it came broken. It was already half not working when I bought it from the guy, which I knew at the time. And it's not an issue. You don't need a screen. I've got my watch to tell me how many calories I'm burning and how long I've been on here. I don't really care what my output is, which is the only other thing the screen will tell you. Gray the Gamer. I want to get a six-pack. Thanks for the motivation. Good luck, brother. Join the Discord. If that's what you want. That's a great place to start. It's going to be a community for people that want to better themselves. Dillard there. Motivating person, which is exactly what this community is about. Nice one, Francis. Thank you for joining me, especially on the spin bike. I think Francis is the first person that I'm aware of, at least, that was able to join me on the spin bike for this session. So that's awesome. I'll see you later, brother. Do you train just cardio, or do you do some sort of weights or calisthenics? Yes, Sparks. I've got a pull-up bar outside. I do pull-ups, push-ups. I've got the kettlebells, which I haven't done for the last week or so because I've been doing a different challenge. But I do those as well, which I will be doing again. Now that video is finished, which is that bag there, what you're seeing, because it was a weighted bag. And so yes, I do stuff other than just cardio. But I mean, it's possible. We could try a stream one night where I did a kettlebell workout. It would just be more difficult for me to be able to read the screen. And if it's anything like it has been in this stream, it's going to be chaos for me to try and keep up. But maybe we can try it. Don't know if I'm able to do it next week though, because I'm going to be able to start my next challenge next week. And I'm going to need every ounce of energy I can get. So we might swap a day or do it far earlier than what I'm doing today. 750 calories on Fitbit. Wow, I've been going for 58 minutes with this, and mine shows active calories 232. So is that 750 calories for 1 hour on a spin bike? How fast were you going, and what kind of level were you on? 750 calories seems like an awful lot for a 1 hour spin bike session. What would you recommend for staying consistent? Probably setting a goal. I think helped me a lot, and finding a way to hold yourself accountable to that goal. And again, hate to go back to it, but the Discord, I'm hoping for that to be a place where people can set goals. Maybe we should do a thing where we have our goals in the in our profile or something. I don't know. Or we have like a goals channel. We'll figure something out, and we just help keep ourselves accountable. And understand, like realistically, understand what your goal is. Day by day, what do you need to happen to reach your goal? And where have you been going wrong? Like really drill down to the nitty gritty of what's going on. You are giving me lots of motivation. Thank you, brother. That's awesome to hear. I'm happy about that. How much is a spin bike? Person says. Having a bunch of space in my room. Well, Francis was able to get a spin bike. I'm not sure where you are, person, whether you're in the UK or not, but Francis was able to get one for £35. I think I paid somewhere like £100, something like that for mine, off of Facebook Marketplace. Try Facebook Marketplace and see what is available in your local area, because trust me, there are lots of people that have bought a spin bike brand new. Where I bought mine off, he was literally just buying up spin bikes, old ones, and fixing them up and selling them. That was kind of his lockdown COVID thing. Absolute legend, this guy. Thank you, brother. Is it possible to eat fruits and vegetables only? Gray the Gamer. I mean, it is. It's kind of what a vegetarian diet is. So it is. Is it optimal? Is another question. There are definitely healthy and fit people that only eat fruit and vegetables that are vegetarians. I guess it depends on how your body reacts to that. There's always I've been vegetarian before. There's always a period where everything seems really great, and then it kind of drops off. And it also depends on what your diet is when you eat fruit and vegetables only. I think when you're a vegetarian, sort of nutrition is very important. Supplementation is very important. Yeah, someone says I had no idea about folding spin bikes. I had no idea until Frances said. So, to be honest, I'll have a quick Google about folding spin bikes because I'm interested in what they'll look like. I imagine they probably fold up like this way rather than like this way. No. I think if they'll fold inwards. I don't know though. How many calories have you burned? My watch says I burned 153 for 2.16 miles. Are we talking running there, person? Can show you. So, I get tired. So on Friday, I did a 3.8 mile run and I burned active calories were 541. So your 153 looks about right, to be fair. Obviously, depending on, because I think you were saying you walk ran it, so 153 calories for a 2 mile run looks about right. Yeah, Shizuki. Yeah, mine's got this twisty thing that makes it more difficult for me. But honestly, when I'm doing the spin bike, I'm never on it for an intensity workout. I'm always just doing it like this. I'm just watching TV. I have done a couple of workouts where I've tried to like go for it and do like a hit session. But I don't know. It's not for me on the spin bike. I just prefer to sesh it out and just go nice and slow. I'm heavy, 106 kg. Pinch of salt. Francis, what are we talking about there? Or are you talking to someone else? What kind of music do you listen to? Dillard says. I honestly don't listen to music when I exercise. Today, though, that comes with a caveat. Today is the first day I listened to a song when I went for a run. And it was only one song, and it was Ice Cube, Today is a Good Day. That was a banger, to be fair. And then I switched back to what I normally do, and it's just I listen to David Goggins' audiobooks. I mean, it sounds kind of weird, maybe, but I literally just have his audiobooks on repeat when I'm exercising all day, every day. If I'm sat down at my desk working, sometimes I'll listen to his book, but otherwise I'll be listening to a Joe Rogan podcast. Though I do have a lot of favourite YouTubers. There is. I haven't been able to catch up on my videos this week, or well, today at least. So some of the people that I'm watching at the minute on YouTube, which have helped me and motivated me, which you guys might be interested in, is there's a guy. His channel is called it's Hardest Geezer, and he's running the entire length of Africa. That for me at the minute is one that I'm massively into, because the guy's literally a legend. He's running almost every single day. He's been robbed, I think, like 3 or 4 times, once at gunpoint. It's absolutely going off, and he's funny as hell. And he's just mashing up the ones and twos. And also, a bit of a fun one, there's a guy that is bike packing the entire length of Sweden from top to bottom, and his name is Ryan Van Duzer. Ryan, R-Y-A-N, Van, V-A-N, Duzer, D-U-Z-E-R. He's high energy, but I like bike packing. I like cycling and stuff. So that I'm really into at the minute, because that's quite interesting. And the other person that I've really been into has been Jeff Pelletier, who is like a ultra runner, basically. And also lots of documentaries about what's the like main female ultra running athlete. what's her name? And Mark Lewis as well, who's another YouTuber from the UK. Mark Lewis. His videos have been really good. And I can't think what the ultra running woman is. But if you put in ultra running female, I'm sure she'll come up. She is like an absolute legend. Get back to the questions. Hey, fruit and vegetables for 24 hours. It was brutal, but I'm ready now. My personal opinion, I hate spin bikes. Like, it just gets sent flying, the pedals. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not for everyone. Noah Apollo, do you support a football team? Not actively. I've gone in and out of football, to be honest. I feel like football just consumes your life. Like, I hear people talking about it, and they're just in it every single day, and I just can't do something like that. If I had to, I would say, obviously, my hometown, which is my home city, Coventry City, is who I would support. You ever watch anime? I don't, Shizuki, but my brother-in-law does. Although I used to watch, and you might laugh at this because you might not consider this anime at all, which I don't think it is, but like Dragon Ball Z, I used to watch. My friend in school was epic at drawing, and he would draw those characters all the time. I really don't like chocolate chips. I really don't like chocolate chip cookies, and I don't like Skittles. Wow, that sounds like a great problem to have, because I love chocolate chips. And I could eat them all day. Chocolate chip cookies. I'm not really a Skittles person, like those kind of sweets. I'm not really into those. I'm more of a chocolate person myself. Francis, I think you tried to drop a folding spin bike, but I don't know if it'll let people that aren't me, basically, put a link, because I can't see your link if you've dropped one there. Cube, my favorite rapper, Noah. Yeah, Cube is awesome. I just saw that Ice Cube is doing a tour with Cypress Hill and The Game, and he's going to be in the UK in November this year. I saw tickets are like £100, so that will be awesome to go to. I think that was in Birmingham in November. And 50 Cent is also doing a last tour ever, isn't he? I think he's quite soon going to be in the UK doing that tour. Don't just eat fruit and veg. Eat meat and some carbs. You need energy and protein for repairs. Yeah, lots of different ways. I didn't eat carbs when I was losing the weight, but that's just something I needed to do because I don't know, man. Carbs just seem to be my enemy. Problem is, when I eat, it's like I always tell people at work, do not offer me food. They want to know why I'm not eating, and I tell them, if I were to eat, I would turn into an animal, and you do not want to unleash that beast, because once I start eating, I just can't stop. That's literally the level of greed that I battle every day. Yeah, I'm not really a person saying I don't really listen to music when I work out. I'm not a Courtney Dowwater. Shizuki, yes, that's who I was talking about. Courtney is awesome. She is like, she's just this tiny person with this massive personality who doesn't look like she could do the things that she does. She is just awesome. Francis posted a link. Did you drop it in the Discord or something, Francis? Because I can't see it here in the chat. Courtney Dalwater. Yeah, Dillard. You nailed it. Shizuki spin bikes are a hack. You can just get it in whilst watching TV or browsing or gaming. Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of something to get you moving. I keep looking at my watch because I'm conscious that the camera ran out 2 hours last time. So we've got less than 30 minutes before it happens again. See you later, person. Good luck. Enjoy your run. Dragon Ball is the most iconic anime. Well, there you go then. So I did used to watch anime. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of where, I don't know, I don't want to say it was where it all started, but I guess Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, and I'm sure there was another one that I'm forgetting. Pokemon was a game first. I did used to love Pokemon. Who heard Mozart? Mozart was going to do his last tour. Yeah, post it in Discord, Francis. Watched the Linkin Park Jay-Z Collision Course doc last night. Yeah, I do love a good music documentary. There's loads on Netflix that I've watched that I absolutely love. I wish 50 Cent and The Game made a joint album in the early 2000s. Oh man, boy is tired. Do you have any tips for increasing your mental toughness? I think that's the key for living a lifestyle of staying consistent, working out, and making better food choices. I would probably say start with David Goggins' book or his audiobook. I would say his audiobook over the book, just because I don't know if you're aware, in the audiobook, they do like mini podcasts after each chapter. And he just goes into a little bit more detail about the kind of evolutions that he set up, calls them evolutions. And it's basically explaining the tools that he's talking about a little bit more. And that is something that massively helped me. There's a link for a free audiobook trial in the description. It is an affiliate link. And yeah, the audiobook, I'll forever be thankful to David Goggins for essentially giving me the tools that I needed to get my arse in gear, essentially. Are you going to Mozart's final tour? No, I had no plans to. I didn't know that Mozart was doing a final tour. And I feel like I'm being trolled because is Mozart not like? Are we talking about the same Mozart? Are we talking about like the classical music conductor? Yeah, Andrew Huberman is a great guy to listen to. Who see, I love Andrew Huberman. My partner can't listen to his podcast because he goes into so much detail. It's so technical, but I think it can be too much for some people, which is why sort of having Andrew on Joe Rogan's podcast can be really great. Same with Rhonda Patrick. So Rhonda Patrick, if you've ever seen her on Joe Rogan, she is like this insane bank of knowledge when it comes to things like fasting and diets and stuff. And she's awesome. If you try and listen to her podcast, unless you're a very technical person, it's very hard to follow. But when she talks to someone like Joe Rogan, she kind of slows it down and breaks it down to a more understandable pace and dialect, if you like. So what? Mozart? When I put Mozart into Google, it says Mozart died in 1791 in Vienna. Yeah, you're definitely trolling me. Were you in the armed forces at some point? You give off that vibe. No, I wasn't. It's propaganda, he says. No, I wasn't in the armed forces. I might give off that vibe because I friggin' listened to David's book so much that it's kind of ingrained in me. I think the armed forces and things like that are a great place to learn the tools and get the discipline for life, basically. Yeah, I thought I was Googling Mozart, and I honestly thought, like, am I so old that there's an artist called Mozart that I'm completely clueless about, that is new and young, and for some reason retiring? Very confused. Wow, Discord's been going off. You guys are awesome. So I think let's call this the last minute of the live stream, because I'm aware that camera could die at any minute. And I will get back to editing the new video, which should drop at some point within the next week. So look out for that. I'm sure everyone here will be on that, because you guys are awesome. Thank you everyone for supporting me, for joining the live streams, for watching the videos. You guys are awesome. Good night to anyone that's going to be going to sleep. Absolutely. See you in the next stream. Good night to anyone that's going to sleep, and have a great rest of the day. I think, Dillard, it's probably somewhere around like 3 o'clock for you, isn't it? Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. Peace out. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. 6-ish. I work night shifts, so time is relative. Okay, cool. So you're kind of here for the late night UK streams. Are the streams weekly? They have been weekly. Well, at least this is the second week. We'll try and do it weekly. And like I said, the next challenge, I might do like a stretching stream just because I'm so worried about the next challenge. So I'll see you in the next one. I'll try and post it earlier as to when I'm going to live stream. Peace.